Hi, I'm Andy Schlesinger, president of Andrew Toyota Scion. It's been said that word of mouth is the best form of advertising. With that in mind, I invite you to listen to what our customers have to say.
Whatever I needed, the service was done in great timing, and I was totally satisfied.
A few years back, had extensive damage to one of my vehicles, and fortunately the body shop did such a nice job you couldn't tell it from new. I was very pleased.
Andrew Toyota Scion, 15th and Silver Spring, where customer service is not a department, but our passion.
And now, back to Focus on Diversity with Troy Shaw.
And welcome back to the program. Let's continue our diversity discussion. Jessica McBride was just recently fired from WTMJ Radio in regards to some absolutely crazy comments that she had in a comedy sketch that she did in regards to Eugene Kane and the death of 4-year-old Jasmine Owens. Gentlemen, John Schweitzer basically fired Jessica, and he said it at first, and there was some news reports that he fired her because these comments, they were going to fire her anyway, but they moved it up a little bit more quickly than they should have. Chris, I'm going to go right back to you on this here. I mean, do you think it was a justifiable firing or what?
Yes. I think she had multiple errors in judgment that led up to that. Mm-hmm. The Eugene Kane spiff with Jessica, that had to be the final nail in the coffin. Then you had the piece she did in regards to New Mexico and the police forces down there.
Of course.
You had a couple of other incidences that she's had over the last couple of months. It was time. And as probably the lone conservative here,
does she think that she's
needed to go even.
Does she think she's Ann Coulter or something? I mean, it gets to a point when conservative radio talk goes way too far. Here, Jessica proved that. Timothy, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm concerned, maybe as the one defender of our Constitution here.
Well, go ahead, my friend.
Of a policing against the freedom of speech.
Okay.
Now, I say that not just because of her comments, but because of the policing of what Diane Imus and another Jack that's been out there and comments he's made with regards to Asians. This is America, and I think ideas should be allowed to be free, flowing. Was what some of the comments she made hateful? Absolutely. And should she be fired for those comments? Possibly. But I am still concerned that we do not get into the habit where someone says something and because it may be sensitive to someone else, we fire them.
Well, here's the thing. When speech incites a riot, has not the person who spoke be the one that's taken to task and or taken up on criminal charges when their speech causes a riot? What happens to an individual who makes asinine comments about the death of a 4-year-old? Should they be fired or should they not be fired? Robert, what do you think?
Sedition is a form of free speech, and you pay the price for moving a revolt against the government. Mm-hmm. And whenever anyone incites violence in our community through speech, yes, that person has to be held responsible. There's also an issue where there is some responsibility in reporting facts. In this situation with Jessica McBride's writing of a Santa Fe, New Mexico police department looking to hire Mexican nationals, she immediately threw out that they're looking to hire illegal immigrants. That's totally misleading.
Let me ask you though,
not
wouldn't it have been better if as in Diane Imus situation, mm-hmm. The marketplace, the sponsors would have said, we won't tolerate this. Sure. Consumers said, we won't tolerate this. And as a business decision, the corporation pulls them off the air. I think is much more American than simply firing someone because for public relations reasons that it's a sensitive subject.
Decision because she's awful. She's awful. They had any ratings. Jessica McBride
well, that's
is
a different,
awful on that radio.
But that's a different subject.
Then that's a different. There was a number of issues that kept piling on top of each other. Santa Fe was the second last, and the Jessica Owens was the last straw. So you had multiple pieces in there, and I'm all for free speech because I am more than willing to give my opinion on anything at any time and listen to people. But when you start to do that, and you start to do it in a very hateful and inaccurate way as a journalist, and she is the editor of the UWM paper, and with that being said, she should know. She needs to get her facts straight, and she needs to do it in a manner that is correct and out there for everyone to understand. Not to be something that's a piece that's comedic. And that Don Imus thing, Don Imus should be back in the air. He was a freaking clown, pardon my language. He shouldn't be the voice of America.
Well, look, and also take a look at currently the way all of the conservative diatribes out there, all the conservative right-wing people who are currently out there are defending what she's doing, and they may be doing it in regards to a matter of free speech. They know that what they're doing is contrary to popular opinion, which is also contrary to the advertisers who are basically doing things on that radio station.
When we were attacked on 9/11, the government took that opportunity to begin to take away civil liberties from Americans.
Yes, they did.
And for the main purpose for our safety. And when that starts happening, when our civil rights and our civil liberties starts being eroded because of sensitivities, because of safety, we are giving up our freedom to pursue happiness in this country as Americans. That, I think, is intolerable. I think it's intolerable when we say, do this, fire this person because their hate comments hurt me. But when it is a business decision, when it is based on the fact that she has low ratings, when it's based on the fact that her comments and her behavior has resulted in sponsorships not wanting to participate in her program and profitability is reduced, then I say that is an appropriate reason to get rid of her, because that is really propping up what our society is about, and that's capitalism.
And my comment to that, I would agree with you wholeheartedly, but any reason to get rid of Jessica McBride is a good one to me. If it's business, cool. If it's the government, it's cool as well. And when we come back, we'll continue our discussion. Stay with Focus on Diversity. We'll be right back.
We're with American Family.
We're with American Family.
We're with American Family.
Because American Family is with us.
American Family Insurance Agents
live and work right in the community,
right in the neighborhood.
So they care about us
and the neighborhood.
The service is professional.
The handling of claims is quick.
And the peace of mind is wonderful.
We're with American Family.
We're with American Family.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection.
Under one roof.
American Family Insurance.